This is the top 10 of the best and worst SONIC.EXE, aka Mario.EXE horror games. But don't let that distract you. As a top number 10, we of course still have Mario's Corrupted Takeover. Also Mario.EXE, The Doom of Castle in this honorable mention. Before we go to the number 9 spot, we actually have the brand new SONIC.EXE, A Rise of Armageddon in this second honorable mention. For some unknown reason, this is a sequel after Whisper of Soul, and Acceler this time actually kidnapped X-Raptor's. X-Raptor's brother? Is that even part of script? The game has, for some reasons, the game is broken, and the creator of this game is the codes and skills. However, you may ask what happened with Taylor's Boy Adventure, right? So the game is getting a remake, and I decided to exclude it and replace it with the SONIC.NGS, also brand new game. I've seen comments about this game, and people had a complaint. If this was really a parody game or whatever, what I'm trying to prove out here, it doesn't excuse the fact the game literally is hard to beat, especially the Tails part. Number 8 spot, this time we have the same creators of Mario's Corrupted Takeover Jayoko Sakai, Mario.EXE's retake, also by him.
Hello there, Luigi. You seem to be interesting. So, I want to play a little game with you.
Bro, what does he say? However, there's also a 16-bit of this Mario.EXE retake. Honestly, I got those games and I recommended to put it on number 8 spot. Let me explain why is this on top 8 spot. First of all, the first Mario.EXE retake is just like the original Core-Rush version of Mario.EXE, while the second one being, I think it's also by the Core-Rush, where Mario.EXE holds the beach and pushes her to fall, which I think it also belongs to Core-Rush. It's just different. On number 7 spot also is the Survivor's Effects. There were no updates going on and I still left it. However, I have a honorable mention being Friends.exe. Now you may ask why. I've seen comments that people criticized the game using Confronting Yourself song. But overall, the game is a 7 out of 10. Problem here is, for the best ending, you just literally have to survive the final boss against SONIC.EXE, which SONIC.EXE took over Sonic's friends, and they just turned him against him. Literally, a little bit similar, right? Instead of that game, I suggest you checking out Sonic vs. SONIC.EXE by CSU23. Next up, SONIC.EXE Another Hell. Yet again, the update came out, this time it's the best ending. I think I properly spelled it. Please let me know down in the comment section if I spelled it correctly. It doesn't justify the opinion I made. So these were top 5 worst games, and now we are proceeding to go on the best games now. Honestly, don't judge my opinions. If you haven't seen my YouTube short, number 5 spot is actually Afflicted Me by, it is actually The Bloody Syndrome, the remake and the original version. I just like how Sonic sprites are just remade of the Sonic and the Double ROM sprites. Afterwise, number 4 spot is not the Sonic Rips, unfortunately. It is overshadowed by his new game, Hell.exe, which is the analog horror series. It's still on development, so don't say it's a full game. Next, I want to share something before we go to number 3 spot. When I mentioned analog horror series, now that's where Sonic CD VHS tapes gets a place as a honorable mention. Why is it not on top 3? Why is it not number 1? Why is it not number 2? Or you may think, right? This is actually the honorable mention as number 4 spot, while the 3rd spot, Project X, has overbuffed the best spot. You may check out the video down in the description to find out. For more information, stay tuned till the end of the video. At number 3 spot, as I mentioned earlier, SONIC.EXE states is overshadowed by SONIC.EXE Back in Time. Last Chase still stays in number 3 spot. Mario World Pipes, newly released by Saturnium, goes
into silver number 2.
That is correct. Number 2 spot is Mario World Pipes by Saturnium, which is a combination of Chamberlain Mario, original Mario Creepypasta, and lastly, I Hate You, Luigi. I Hate You Creepypasta. If I misunderstood the lines of Mario World Pipes, you can tell me more in comment section too. Finally, number 1 spot is SONIC.EXE Project.EXE. Project.EXE on number 1 spot because the unique Knuckles demo has been released and I made a video about it. And when you see that video, you're gonna find out why Project.EXE is on number 1 spot. Questions unknown, what happened to One Last Round and Editable ROM. So as I know, for One Last Round it is a Getting Over rework, but for Editable ROM, the coder of game doesn't want to be associated. If I am wrong, please let me know. Along with a Mario 85, with the coder Tackle Games. I was meant to include Tackle Games Mario 85 for number 2 spot, along with One Last Round, which were 2 horrible mentions, but unfortunately, they don't want to be associated. Subscribe if SONIC.EXE community needs to calm down from this toxicity.